Okay. Oh, there's the sound that we want, you guys. All right. Well, this is quite a different look here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like, all right. I feel like the height is a little odd. Let me there we go. Okay. Trying this again. Here we go, folks. I don't know why that turned. I selected randomized again. I am hoping that things work okay.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
It's so cool. Okay. I'm so excited. All right. Press thumbstick. No. Yeah. Wait, press thumbstick to aim. What do we? Ah! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I hated that. All right, we'll figure it out. You guys, please let me know if we are seeing and hearing everything okay. Oh, yeah, no, I've got to fix that. Oh, this game brings you right back. I'm actually in the world. All right, so I have to be careful pressing these buttons. It is extremely sensitive. Menu button on your left controller to open up the menu. Nope. Nope. On your left controller. What do we... All right, it's got to be a gentle tap, tap, tap. How the hell do I... Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the movement because I absolutely don't want it to be this. I need teleport and not running because that makes me... Wow, this is... Okay, hang on. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to... Okay, there. There it is. Okay. Okay. So I had unintentionally changed it from teleport to walking. And that is because usually on the Vive controller, you have to, there is a round button in the middle and you have to push it in order to teleport. But in this, the settings, in this game, the settings are set so that all you have to do is lightly tap it. I am not used to that. Frankly, I don't actually like it because it's too delicate for me. But we will see what we see. Yeah. Oof. Okay, this is super cool. I'm going to spend some time being a little giddy about the fact that I am actually in the world of Myst. Your hands in game keep on looking like you're trying to pick your nose. Yes. It's usually one of the things I like about VR stuff is going boop, 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 boop. And I know. All right. All right. No. I don't want running. Hold on. I don't want walking. Teleport. There we go. Are you guys able to hear? Are you hearing game sounds? Kovek Doss, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome to the sandbox. As a follower, you can hit ! raffle if you would like to be entered. Press the A button to reset your height in game. Which one's the fucking A button? It was this, I think. Yeah. We have a weekly game giveaway. If you would like to enter to win one of these 70 plus games that we have, you can hit ! raffle. We draw the winners on Sundays. And welcome in. Brian, hello to you as well. I hope your weekend is going okay. Bugs is saying the worst thing about VR is that my room size is just at the minimum and I wind up punching walls, shelves sometimes. Yeah, no, ditto, Bugs. So, Angel, are you able to hear game sounds and everything okay? Does everything look and sound all right? Again, I am flipping switches and pressing buttons, knowing that they're not active yet because I have played this before, but I am just taking my time. This is new. Wait, what did that say? Shit, there was a prompt. Hold on. Angel, thank you so much. I love my birthday present. If folks missed it earlier, Angel was the person who gifted this to me for my birthday, which yay. Brian, it's better now that you're here with us. Aw, yay! Okay, Angel is saying that he'd heard the narration at the start. The game is otherwise pretty quiet, not certain what to listen for. No worries, no worries. If you heard the narration, then that means the volume is going. This is fun. May I? Okay. I don't know if there's any. Okay. Anything to interact with there. Oh. I don't want running. I don't want walking. I want. Sorry, it's the controls are gonna fuck with me for a little bit. I'm gonna say that for a little while. As I get used to them. They require a much more delicate hand than I am used to having. Right. Ooh! Hold on. Let's go out. Okay. Use the B button to take a picture. Thank you. And now it's gone. But yeah, I know how to do that. Okay. Shiv, clues 9 through 12 languages all contain at least one number in Bulgarian. Languages all contain at least one number in Bulgarian. Really? Okay, I'm going to hold on to that. Thank you, Shiv. Shiv is continuing the quest, the birthday quest that he has set up for me. Continuing handing out clues, and that is not important right now. All right, let's go look at the red pages. Yes, you are.
There's one thing I need to be rescued. You must.
You are right, Paige. What? I must what? Cirrus, what? Doesn't he seem trustworthy, Jelly Buns? Haseo, hello, how are you? I hope you're having an okay weekend. Groupie, hello. A broken clock is right 24 times a day, indeed, Maxine. Number 7, clues Bethesda. Okay, all right. Everyone with a goatee is trustworthy, correct. Yeah, Shiv didn't stream on Thursday because we both have not been feeling well for these last couple of months, but it's just all of the work that he put into this puzzle for me really took it out of him. I like pressing all the buttons. Okay. Where's, there we are. Let's see. Dang it. Oh, I'm having fun. Oh, look it, they made him. Dang it.
Seal.
You guys, fuck it.
Miss Mackinac.
I knew they changed the dude's, faces, but I don't feel like...
Pages.
I don't feel like this dude's face matches his voice, but I guess I'm just used to the old Akanai.
Forever and ever. Pages. Have the blue pages. Tonight.
All right. You got it, Akanar. Angel, you've played this, right? Is that Kevin Sorbo? Leave him in there? Indeed. All right, come on, Mia. All right, so they've made the books more obvious. Oh, come on. Okay. Hey. No. What? Okay. Oh, it's still here. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch Emmett, and Emmett and Branch quickly became friends. What is happening? Name this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone... Can I turn the... There we go. Wait. Okay, though the sun... Hold on. Is there a... Okay. Though the sun always shone, it was... What? How do you... Here, can I hold you with the... Shut up, Jelly Buns. Gimme. Okay, hold on, because I want to turn the page with the... There we go. It was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They've played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It's a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. What does that say? Submersible lamp. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. Okay. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it's additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I've decided to return home for a short while. I've also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I've decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I would have to alter my not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plan slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. My God, how are we doing? First Ben Joseph, hello. Angel, you've never played Myst yourself. I was actually thinking that this was a dumb question. Like you must have told me that you'd played it before and I was being stupid and not remembering things as I do, but okay. Ben, I hope you're doing well. You're so good with this, I'm being incentivized to get an Oculus Rift and play this. For real? Because that'd be cool. Jelly Buns is saying, what? I didn't say anything in chat. Oh my God. If it isn't bitch young lady. How are you, donk? I hope you're doing well. It's really great to see you. And Ben, you're well? That's great. Okay. So the lighthouse is finished and we're all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening, we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. No, stop it. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I'd become accustomed to. So I stayed at the top, saw the sunrise without being covered in dew, which is a sad thing. Speaking of, do I have a drink next to me? Yes, I do. It was Will who first saw the girl. The girl, she's probably 30 years old, but sure, she's a girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man and a girl. Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I've set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art. I was honestly about to turn the page with my real-life hand. You guys, put the controller back in your hand. Mia. Nothing to do with the art. That will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written, I think. Stone Ship Age, bird's eye view. Donk, what do you think about Myst? Ben, you're doing a playtest and it looks promising. You're under NDA for real. That's really cool, but it will be a lot of fun. Ben, that sounds awesome. Donk, for real, yes, it's fantastic and hard as fuck. Yes! Oh, shh, Mia. Shh. If this... No. No, hold on. Oi. Hey! Donk, Angel gifted me Myst in VR. I've played it a couple of times over the course of my life. So I set the puzzles to randomized. But this is the first time I'm playing in VR, and I'm so stoked about it. It feels great. It looks great already. Okay. I think of it this age. Okay, honest to Christ, what is this sentence? I've set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think. Is that one sentence or is that a period there? Anyway. Because then he goes, of it this age as a gift to myself. All right, just shut up, Mia. That I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I've yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original three, quote, boys. Oh, wait, I'm trying to do boys. Is this working as quote? The original three boys. It's not boys. Never mind. Forget it. Air quotes aren't working. Have grown into adults, and there are many new faces I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cold breezes are back again. They're all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they've discovered. It even seems they've found gold somewhere. Probably in them dar hills. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. Yep. And then we got the constellations with the eye and the snake. Fuck your ass and the anchor. The beetle, cross, arrow, swan, pelican, flamingo, and leaf. And then that's it for this book. All right, get out of here. So, hold on. I'm so thirsty. Like right here. Can you guys hear that? That's my drink. Hold on. I'm fucking drinking a fucking drink. Hold on. Okay, so good. Dude, honestly, Arizona ice green tea is so fucking refreshing. Okay, so Jelly Buns is putting me on the TV and going and settling down somewhere in the room while trying not to cough. Jelly Buns, I'll try to be calming. I'm sorry, I'm in advance that I'm going to fail. Ben has a question. My cat just meowed at me. If a sheep played Beat Saber, would then be called Bleat Saber? Gross. How dare you, Ben? No. Siren, hello. If a chef played, would it be Beach Shaver? Siren, how are you? Jellybun, shut up. I will so be calming. Shh. Donk, I played Riven and... Do you know... Wait, hold on. I don't think I've ever gotten through Riven. I own all of them, and I swear to you, I've tried Riven a couple of times and never gotten through it. So we're doing a whole thing. Like, we're doing a whole Myst, Riven, blah, 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 and I own Oblivion. I own all of them. But no. I think Myst is the only one that I've ever gone through, and then I've tried Riven and gone, I'm too stupid. Shocking, I know. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can... No, what did I just do to my headset? Hold, please. Oof. All right. Okay. I'm not going to touch that again. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built... Wait, what? Elsewhere, there are only trees. It is water and trees. Yeah. Myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I swear to God, my focal length is like here, you guys. Anyway, I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange. Then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Okay. Sorry, I'm adjusting the headset again, trying not to... I'm obsessed with this little piece on the headset that I just accidentally found. As soon as this stream is over, I'm going to take this headset off and play with that and try to figure out what it is. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. In a thick throne? Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. Well, okay. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. Once again, tried to turn the page with my real-life hand. I look forward to learning more. Samalander with the raid! Welcome in, Raiders! Samalander, thank you so much for bringing your folks over. For people who do not know me, I am Mia. I am a themed variety streamer, which means I'll play a different game depending on the day, or a different type of game, rather. And on Saturdays, I play VR games, and I have just started VR Myst. I have played Myst, like the regular version, a few times in my life, but I've never played it in VR. Auspicious Angel gifted it to me for my birthday, which was on Thursday, and I'm already just thrilled with the experience of walking around in the world. So thank you so much, Samalander, for the raid. Who's here? Innertooth, hello. Jody K, hello. Everything is fine indeed. Well, I'm just looking, making sure I didn't miss anything. Any mods? I knew I shouldn't have said it. Donk. Holy shit. Okay, so hold on. I'm dropping that book. We're gonna pick it up again. Donk just gifted, I believe, 20 subs to the community. I am going to go over to my... Yeah, Donk just gifted 20 subs to the community. Donk, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. No worries for having missed my birthday, but oh my God. Thank you. I will blame the children. You know what? I do fucking blame the children, Donk, because they have been keeping you away from us, and I dislike that tremendously. Hold on. Let me go over to another page, because I think I'd missed something that you had said regarding Riven. I think you had said that Riven is hard as hell, and something about Oblivion, and unfortunately, I just can't... Oh, no, not that. I can't get to it. Hold on. Desktop Plus is failing me right now, unfortunately. So I'm just walking over. Sorry if this is messing things up. Thursday was your real anniversary? Wait, real anniversary for what, Jody? Yeah, Donk is ridiculous. Just... Hugs, Donk. Ridiculous in a good way, by the way. Okay, this is it. The Riven remake is still in development, Angel is saying, because Donk had earlier asked, before folks had raided over, if I have played Riven and the newest one, Oblivion, and I have started Riven a couple of times. I've played successfully Myst a couple of times, but only started Riven. So I own all of the games, but I haven't gotten through them. Oblivion has good Myst vibes and is the best looking, but has moments, and is the best looking, but has moments of what the fuck game. Okay, so Donk, so you've got to hang out with me while I play these. That's it. So I need your help. Siren is saying you should play the VR, The Room, so I can see it. My favorite game series, but I have no interest in VR. Donk says the room games are great. Could you guys tell me more about them or send me a link or remind me, just like send me a message to check them out? Thank you for the Jeremys. Those Jeremys are for Donk and all of the people who have received gift subs. Uh, we are talking Panda, Jeff Brecker, Maleficent, Shred Guy. I woo to you, woo too. Han, Hiseo, who was here earlier, Major Weck, who also just had a birthday this past week, Gaming Wall Grandma, amazing. Allie, yay! Growballs, Ozzy. Oh, Ozzy, that's a new friend that we made. When did we meet Ozzy? Was it last? Was it just, when the fuck was it? I think it was on Thursday. Geister, Bert 1912, Mashtig, Magic Mike, Codependent, Tada for real, Prototype, Yay, Bugs, and Voxymandius. Oh, these names are so freaking clever. And then we got a new follower, Providenia. Providenia. Yes. Welcome to the sandbox. Thank you so much for the follow as a follower. Oh, and Magic Mike, hello to you. So all followers can enter our weekly game giveaway by typing !raffle. Since my headset is off right now. Oh, I've pressed something. What is this now? Why did the screen go black? I think I've moved away from the base stations. But here, if you want to see, that's not it. There we go. Not the multi-stream. By the way, Donk, I'm playing It Takes Two with Netheryam on Tuesday nights right now. That's the list of games. The game is back. The Room series are awesome puzzle games. They're like Myst, but less weird and more puzzles. Oh dear. And Shiv, all right, I'm going to sit down again. Shiv is providing clues. And that was Providenia coming in. Yay! We are caught up. So Shiv is providing clues to a puzzle quest that he has created for me. We're going back to the game. There we are. This crazy, insane, complex, layered scavenger hunt puzzle quest that he has gotten members of the community to participate in. And it's for my birthday, which again was on Thursday, but the quest is so complex that I requested that we extend the time frame for me to complete it, because I can't even explain how difficult it is. I have to translate codes. Shiv, could you explain it better in chat, please? It's just the dude's brain is gigantic and he is challenging the shit out of me. The end. Okay, so I'm going to keep reading. Sanalander, thank you for the raid. Providenia, thank you for the follow. Donk, thank you so much for the gift subs. Everyone sit back, relax. We're going back to story time. Although I don't. Hi, come here. Hey, can we turn back? Okay, where the hell? Honest, Jesus fucking Christ, where the hell am I? About this age. Channelwood, didn't I already read? No, Stone Ship. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, fuck it. I'm starting this again. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Also, Salamander, how was your fucking stream? Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I'm eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we'd arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, come on, man, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human, at least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. I had read all this before, but with the raiders coming in, I wanted to start it again. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly, some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day, things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet, the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there, and the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. Come on, Mia, with the shaking. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said we had expected you to come sooner. These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. How do you have a sort of immediate dread? Immediate dread feels pretty fucking immediate and dreadful. Anyway, With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly summoned him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while, he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body, he had fallen onto a lower level of walkway, and carry it away. He was lain down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. Oh, let me just take a peek. I did have a little meltdown, Shiv. What was obviously? Whose butthole? I do love Shiv for his big brain. Giant brain sounds bad, Grimpy says. Might want to see a doctor to get it checked out. Yeah, he's got encephalobrain. Stream was fun. Got through a few months. That's awesome, Samalander. Mia is okay. So Shiv is explaining the quest that he's giving me. Mia is given puzzles to solve. It's a number. She is told the number of the clue and a language translation of the number. I know, Dog. Dog says, all right, that description confused me more than not knowing. Yeah, I don't know that I can help. But he's written codes. Like each clue has a certain number of digits in it. Each either 2 or 3 digits. Each digit is written in a different language. So if the digit is 0, 1, 2, it's 0 written out in one language, 1 written out in a whole other language, and 2 written out in an entirely different language. And then I've got to there are 16 of those clues with like 2 to 3 digits each in them. I have to take, when I get those digits, I bring them to the computer that's got this huge key, this number key in it. And I have to find like the folder that's got the digits, open it up, and then get more numbers that'll lead me to a location in the house that will lead me to clues where I will get a quarter of a piece of a QR code. When I get all 4 pieces of the QR code, I put them together and take a picture of it with my phone, and then that will lead me to the location of the big grand prize in the house. I'm telling you, this dude, big brain. Anyway. But right. And if I decide like, okay, I just can't figure out these digits. Like the first day I went searching and searching. Ooh, is that fucking Ronan? I was. Ronan, welcome in, you big turd. How are you? Shiv, how did you get that? How did you type that in? Chivalry. Chivalry, you cockknocker. How did you actually type that in? Because if I can't type that into the computer myself, you dick! How did you do it? Okay, because what I did is I wound up spending like searching the internet for a place where I could type in a word in English and then translate it into one of like, I don't know, 100 different languages. And even with that, I only got 5 of the first 10 digits. So if I don't want to do the translation, Shiv also gave clues to different community members. And I can bypass the translation part by looking online for wherever my community member friends posted these clues, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, get those clues. But what can I tell you? This is a man that I live with. How did he fucking, I don't know how he typed that in, because if I can figure out how to type that shit in, then I'm going to make this work. Azric, hello, welcome in. Maxine, I'm so sorry your nose has like just put on its running shoes and refuses to put them away. Ronan, welcome in. Yep. The numbers are entered into the master birthday key, which leads to a QR code, which gives a hint to an IRL location. Online, there are a bunch of hints posted by other folks. The VR gesticulating makes this even better. I'm glad, Jody. So much free time. Shut, Grumpy! How dare you? You probably only need 3 pieces of the QR code. They have error correction. Don't tell me that, Maxine, because you know I'm not going to like look for a shortcut. Dawn is saying Mia on her deathbed. Only one more clue. Shiv, please. But yes, I absolutely had a meltdown. Like it took him 20 minutes the first day to actually explain it to me. And then I was like starting to look things up online. And after about 20 minutes of that, I went to Shiv and I was like, can we please extend the time? And then I fell asleep. No, I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I want to know how he's able to type those characters in, because I have a file that's got like codes that you can use to type in umlauts and stuff like that. But I don't know how did he get that? Oh, I'm so angry. And yes, I've tried to use Google Translate, but you have to know like the detect language. Jody, if you have a link to that, that worked for one word for me, and the rest of it, it wants to know what language I want to put it into before translating it. How long Mia is going to live with Shiv depends on if the gift matches the craziness. No, man, like this is the thing. Like I've told him, I'm like, I already got my birthday gift. You spent all this time on this for me. Like whatever the presents are, I already feel like I got my birthday gift because it's amazing. Donk's clues are all posted on his OnlyFans, so it's going to cost me in more than one way. I thought it was on your Only Ham, Donk. It's one. The gift is one Mountain Dew. Mm-hmm. That puppy he got you is going to be a skeleton when you find it. Indeed. Alt key codes, right? No, Jody. I was wondering. And now I've dropped the book. Hausa is one of the languages that it translates into. Google search the word and look at the results. It will tell you the language. No. This is the first time Mia's had access to any of them electronically. Yes. I don't know how, because it's on paper. So I can't. Look at all those things you can interact with in certain ways to complete the puzzles. Hi, Dirty. Hi. I know, right? I need to get a bunch of foreign keyboards. Right, because this is all printed out. Okay, shh. Anyway, back to the game. Hi, guys. I'm so sorry. We're playing Myst. Story time. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. What a bitch. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants. Next entry, Catherine is staying behind as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy the sage very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language. How did Shiv enter those characters? They're picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. New entry. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmoyanage. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. The motherfuck with this fucking book. Come on. Give me book. Thank you. Damn it! Son of a bitch. Hold please, folks. Story time will continue. Okay. So, what did I just press now? I'm just going to wait. Calmly grab the book, put it in your lap. Here we go. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warn the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the shock tick. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Achenar here. See Everdunes Journal for more information. After watching Cirrus and Achenar, I see they're handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. And for a little longer time. New entry. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I'm leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Achenar are staying behind again. New entry. I've been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Achenar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. I feel like things have changed. Unless I'm not remembering the journals from the last time I played this story seems different. But maybe I'm just not remembering. Either way, it's great. They were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Achenar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. New entry. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black. I thought they were to various different colors. What? See, now the inks have changed from the black. I thought they were okay. I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I've shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. So we've got Future Bridge, this stuff, and that's it. Fuck that book. Okay. Words are hard. Dirty, I ate Cheetos again last night, and I ate them with my fucking hands. I had a moment where I was like, should I try the chopsticks again? No. Yes. So, Silk, welcome in. I hope you're having a good weekend. Shiv is sharing that folks are still welcome to get involved in the quest. You can just reach out to Shiv and let him know, and he will tell you how you can help. Yeah, Jody, sometimes the detect language works, sometimes it doesn't. Blue Waffle, no. The character map on your computer. Where do I get that? Okay, look at all of you, aren't you? All right, okay, that's great. Can someone just like send this in a message to me? And then I will open up my character map in my computer. Christ's sake, look at all of you, you fucking show-offs. All right, there's some languages that are pictogram languages, not based on fonts. Thank you for the gold star, Dirty. Yeah, I know I'm a heathen. I know. And now when I eat with them with my hands, I think of both you and Donk, because I think Donk supports the fucking, gotta eat the fucking things with the fucking, here, hold on. Look, I'm milking a cow. Look. With the thing, with the chopsticks. Okay, Shiv. Shiv, wait a minute. I haven't been sharing my Cheeto fingers. You were asleep last night when I was eating them. Yes, Jody, thank you. You understand. You have to eat them with your hands. Donk, are there Cheeto gloves? I was raised in a barn, Groupie. Shut the fuck up. Jody, thank you for sending me things. Bro, I'm not taking a break from gaming to eat Cheetos. Chopsticks solve that issue. Dude! All right. First of all, Shiv, feel free to send him my P.O. box. Fucking Cheeto chopsticks. Do I have to keep reading? Like, I know that I do because I'm having fun. I want to take a little reading break. Here. All right, so hang on. I want to take just a little reading break. So let's grab, not you. Grab, you cockknocker. Grab. Really? No? Fuck did I just grab? Which one did I just grab? What? Which book was it? No. Oh, it was this book. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I know this. All right, get rid of that. Wait. All right, we're stopping. We're stopping just for a moment. What is that? The what of Myst? All right, fuck it, I'll read it. Okay. Fruitquake Mountain Dew, yes, please. Most of them do seem to be a little melted. Dougler, how are you? And Shiv woke up all cheesy this morning in odd places too. That actually sounds accurate. If you guys create a P.O. box, Dirty is going to have to take out a second mortgage on his home to cover the cost of junk food that he mails you. I mean, okay. Dirty, I can absolutely give you a list of the do that I've gotten so far. All right. Hold on. You can snort Cheeto dust like cocaine. Shiv, no. Okay. I have returned to hold on. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only, really? Gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night, I was awakened by a cock knocker. Gimme, no, gimme, okay. Oh, God damn it. Where am I? Gimme. Last night, I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly, the ground began to crack, and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Even as the chasm is ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Achenar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complete tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however. Where is the punctuation in this book? I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however. It seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Whatever. Of course, iron is abundant, but I've also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. And this is, I began today on the bridge, and although the magnetic idea will work well, and I've decided to. 3 meters is not enough support for the beams, although it depends. It somewhat depends on the amazingly strong. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. I'm extremely. Could never have imagined it to come together quite as. I doubt. Could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Oh. Completely fatigued. I am so happy to have completed tomorrow. And now we're back to a full entry. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Achenar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteor set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I've just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I've copied many, this fucking thing, of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. And then we've got the keyboard, we've got the map, and that's it. All right. Wait a minute. Snorting Cheeto dust off me. Talks like a champ. Oh my God. All right. So Jody was eating a fortune cookie while watching Salamander Farm, ate the first half, had the other half in hand, the fortune in the other hand, but was looking at stream, and she's right-handed. So she stuck the fortune in her mouth instead of the other cookie half, which is left. Okay. So, Fox, hello. What am I saying to you? Jody, what was the fortune? Okay, Dirty, drive safely. Jody, Donk is saying if you want your fortune to come true, you have to eat it and the cookie and wait a day to read it. Yeah, there's a whole wonderful Rick and Morty episode. Maria, awakened by cock. You're in your house, Mia. Calm down. Wait, calm down. Jody wants to know if the fortune will be printed on her poo, since paper digests. Shiv says it depends on if you have a dot matrix anus. Okay. Fox shared a clip. Jody's saying no, actually it's a mimeograph. Shiv was once helping someone on tech support whose printer would not print yellow. Oh my God, right. Okay, he's told me this. He was once helping someone on tech support. Their printer wouldn't print yellow, but would print green. After 2 hours of troubleshooting, they asked, does it make a difference that all I have is yellow paper? Doc is saying, I'm realizing 20 years later that Myst might be a bit easier if you read the books. I know, Donk, see? Oh, where the hell am I? Got it. Thank you, Fox. Okay, hold on. I need another drink. And I know this is a lot of reading, but it does need to happen. Hold on. Sorry for the ice cube chewing. All right, this is our last book, you guys, because this book is a puzzle thing for that thing over there. Okay. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and gray and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Donk trying to get through this game without having read any of these books. Years ago, he told me there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills, which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe.